Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to high school basketball. We're going to pause for the national anthem here. All right. Another rousing rendition of the national anthem courtesy of the Tiffin Columbian Marching Band under the direction of Michael Meadows. Thanks for tuning in here on the pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. We are live here in Tornadoes Gymnasium for tonight's matchup between the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes and the Findlay Trojans. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with the Wizard, Greg Kinn. We've got Austin Rodriguez on the main cam.
I tell you, Nate, somebody needs to close the windows in here. It's getting cold. It's snowing in here. Well, that's just some Wizard fun, I guess.
It's going to be a cool broadcast tonight, literally, as you're going to see snow throughout the broadcast here inside Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. The Wizard has put together some special little treats for everyone here tonight, so please enjoy the broadcast. I know some of you are going to got your other eye on the Buckeyes game, but hey, I imagine this will probably be done before that game starts. And even if it's not, just keep us on your phone and put the game up on the big screen TV, whatever you got to do. Keep us locked in right here because this is going to be a great matchup between these two squads. Tiffin Columbian comes in at 2-4, Findlay at 1-5, but both of these teams have played some very competitive basketball here in the early going. And I'd say records, throw them out the window. You know, this one, it's going to be a great game between these two teams, and we're excited to get into this one. Last game for both teams, Columbian lost last night to Bellevue 66-39, and Findlay lost to Whitmer last night 64-48 was the score of that one. So both these teams looking for a win here tonight, looking to right the ship. And thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope and Fostoria, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And this one should be a great matchup here tonight, folks. As we get into this one, I want to remind you, our keys to the game brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. Defensive player of the game tonight brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. We've already heard from the student section tonight. They know about it, Greg. They're locked in. They're ready to show who is the fan of the game tonight.
Uh-oh. Speaking of being locked in, I love this tradition, Nate.
As always, Austin is locked in on the starting lineup for the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes. And we'll let Tony Gooding take it from here. There you have it. There's your starting five for the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. This one's going to be a great matchup, folks. It always is when these two teams match up. Packed house here at Columbian Gymnasium. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Your pregame show is brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Stick around for the halftime show presented by Hope and Fostoria. Our postgame show presented by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. And the instant replays tonight brought to you by National Machinery. Greg, ready to get this one going?
Oh, yeah.
We're just about set for the opening tip. We'll go through the starting five for the Findlay Trojans here in just a moment, but opening tip controlled by Tiffin Columbian, and we are underway here at Tornadoes Gymnasium. Deshaun Russell tried to throw that one off the legs of a Trojan, and it stays, or it turns the ball over to Findlay. Once again, check out our Instagram page, find the fan poll, and vote for your favorite team. Who are you rooting for tonight, folks? Head on over to our Instagram page, search Heart of Ohio Sports on Instagram, vote for your favorite team on our fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Bradley Willman with it at the elbow, feeds Deshaun Russell down low. His shot attempt is swatted, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Deshaun Russell paced the Tornadoes last night with 12 points in the loss to Bellevue. Coming into his own here in his junior campaign. Of course, he suffered that awful injury during football season. We're happy to see that he was able to make a full recovery and come back in time for basketball.
Absolutely. Excuse me.
And Russell knocks them both down. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Deshaun Russell. Starting 5 on the floor for the Findlay Trojans. Number 0, Bronson Drew. Number 1, Beck Garmong. Number 2, Blade Wendt. Number 10, Riley Korkos. And number 22, Cooper McCanna. That's your starting 5 for the Findlay Trojans. Zach Shawberry leading the way for Tiffin Columbian, averaging 17.3 points per game coming into this one. Bradley Willman kicks it out. Mitch Steffi now kicks it over to Deshaun Russell for 3. Off the back of the rim, no. Trojans working around the perimeter here. McCanna with it. Kicks it out to Garmong. Pops the 3, but Shawberry says, not in my house. Well, goes out of bounds off of Findlay. So stay with the Tornadoes here. 6:10 to play here in the first quarter. It's tied at 2 apiece. Little give and go off the inbound, and Logan Gooding knocks down the 3. Pull up is no good from 3, and the rebound grab by Deshaun Russell. Tornadoes look to push. Gooding feeds Russell. Now Russell to Willman under the basket. Kicks it out. That's Mitch Steffi. And the Tornadoes reset. And try to work this possession. Looking for a good shot here. Deshaun Russell driving to the basket. Put it up with the left hand. No. And the rebound grabbed by Findlay. Willman with the steal for the Tornadoes. A 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Russell had it stripped away. Nice defense down low from Blade Wendt. Excellent job on the defensive end there by Wendt. As he was in a 3-on-1 situation, and he made the most of it there, causing the turnover. Now they feed under the basket. Beck Garmong lays it up and in. This is going to be a good ball game here, folks. These two teams both have a lot to prove here in the early going of this season.
Pretty evenly matched, both scrapping, trying to get that next win early in the season here.
Both teams coming off a couple straight losses.
Say, who wants to go into Christmas break with some losses?
That's right.
That's not what you want for Christmas.
Deshaun Russell for 3. He's got 5 points here in the early going. 8-4, Tiffin Columbian.
See if I caught that one on the replay. Let's take a look.
That one poked away by Russell. Stolen by Shawberry. Russell trying to feed Steffi. It goes off of the Trojans, out of bounds.
Nice 3-point shot there.
Got a committee coming in off the bench for the Trojans. They swapped 4 on this. 4 guys out. So we'll have to get you updated on who all's on the floor here. Oh, look at Logan Gooding. Off the inbound. Logan Gooding knocks down the 3. Tornadoes up 11-4. Nice behind the back move there. As Carter Imke into the game now for the Findlay Trojans. That's number 4. Number 3, Jed Scott. Number 23, Keon Flowers, the senior. And a nice drive to the basket and the finish from Jed Scott, the sophomore. And I don't want to miss him. Miles Bailey also into the game for the Findlay Trojans. There's your 4 subs into the game for Findlay. Getting set to check in for Tiffin Columbian. Logan Smith, senior forward. Smith will check in for Bradley Willman. Also in off the bench for Tiffin Columbian, Owen Hickey checks in, the junior forward. Shawberry feeds Smith. Smith puts it up, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Hickey. He goes back, that's actually Steffi. His putback is no good. And Findlay grabs the rebound.
Hickey, Steffi, they all sound like nicknames.
It's the nicknames you give your buddies in the locker room, you know? They call him Hickey because he went out with a girl and came back with a couple hickeys.
Well, you know, bro. You know how it be.
Nice drive to the basket, but unable to finish there. Loose ball grabbed by the Trojans. 3-point shot, wide open shot, no good. That Garmon
just
misses
away.
it.
Nate, you need to hit there you go.
Swat.
I said I need that one. I need the SWAC button on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You need the Heart of...
I'm gonna see if we got to replay that one. That was a beautiful SWAC. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah. So it's the 3, misses
Swat.
it there. Goes up here and he just says, out of my face with that.
Trojans trying to find a good shot here, trailing by 5. Nice feed in the paint as Jed Scott lays it up and in. Trojans within 3 here. Owen Hickey with it on the right wing. Feeds it down low for Gooding. That one off the Trojans and out of bounds. Deshaun Russell checking in for Mitch Steffi. It's our first game watching the Tornadoes after the coaching change this offseason as Travis Kinn stepped down. And new hire Ryan Fretz takes over after coaching the Clyde Flyers for a few years. Tiffin Columbian alum comes home.
Wonder if he feels like he's in Clyde right now looking at these blue uniforms on the other side. Having flashbacks.
Yeah, for sure. And a foul.
Again, Nate, we noticed this during the girls' game. You notice the boys are wearing the white uniforms tonight.
Yeah.
Here at home. That's interesting. Must be a thing that they're... I'm going to have to keep an eye on that one. I don't... You know, they have so many basketball games. We don't get to attend enough of them that I can actually keep track of what uniforms they're wearing at what games.
Right. Maybe that's something we'll have to ask the coaches about.
It's just an interesting choice. Oh, nice save there. Oh.
Scott with the fake on the 3 goes up with it off the glass and puts it in. Boy, Jed Scott coming off the bench making some key buckets here for the Trojans.
Oh.
Scott now with 6 points. That's Shawberry.
Yep.
With his first basket of the game.
Nate, this has got me wondering, was this shaving our heads thing a thing between Calvert and Columbian? Because
I think it's a senior thing, but
you notice a lot of these guys have their heads shaved down too.
I was going to say it's a senior thing, but then look at Logan Gooding, the sophomore. That one thrown away.
But he plays like a senior, so.
and unable to finish at the basket.
Oh, wow.
He put a move on the defender there, but he was not able to finish the shot attempt at the basket.
Oh.
Gooding with the poke away.
Oh, look at that.
Tornadoes with the steal. Looking to push. Gooding pulls up from three. Off the front of the rim, no. And a foul. It's going to go on Logan Gooding on the reach in. And a foul once again on Logan Gooding. Both teams with 2 fouls. 28.2 seconds left here in the first quarter. Trojans looking to inbound. Blade went. Carter Imke into the game now. 25 seconds left here in the first quarter.
I was chuckling because the coach is standing out in the court further than the ref was right there.
6 on the court. Nice pull-up, but unable to finish. The bank is not open for Blade Went.
Thought that one was going in there. Good ball movement there, look at that.
Steffi thought about stepping into a 3 there. Now Gooding pulls up, unable to get it to go. And that's the end of the first quarter. Tiffin Columbian leads Findlay 13-10 as we step aside. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall. When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt-Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. We're live here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Start of the second quarter sees the Tornadoes leading the Findlay Trojans 13-10. And an exciting first quarter of action. Logan Gooding leading all scorers with 6 points here. We start the second quarter here with Findlay with the opening possession. Three-point shot is off the mark from Bronson Drew. And that one goes out of bounds. Let's take a look at our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. I couldn't find a whole lot of stats on Findlay. For some reason, I feel like the SBC is so well represented by Chris Higgins and his stats website that every conference needs somebody like that because it's so hard to find stats these days. I want stats. And it was really hard to find stats for these Findlay Trojans, but I could find stats from last night's game. And that's why Findlay's Bronson Drew is my player to watch here, brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. Scored 15 last night in their loss to Whitmer. Number 0, Bronson Drew, the junior forward, or junior guard for the Trojans. And for the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes, Zach Shawberry, the senior, leading the way for the Tornadoes with 17.3 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 2 blocks per game, and 2.8 steals per game. Was that Deshaun with a 3?
I honestly was listening to you and I was looking at the computer screen. I didn't catch you, did it?
Pretty sure that was Deshaun Russell for 3 there. They pull up from the mid-range, right about the free throw line. No good from Cooper McKenna. Russell drives it, no good. And the rebound grabbed by the Trojans. Timeout called by Findlay. Tornadoes on a 5-0 run here to start the second quarter. This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Gives me a little bit of time to tell you about our sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Told you about our player spotlight brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. They're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age group. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. VICEK Orthodontics, bringing out the best in every smile. Findlay with the basketball.
And Tornadoes have extended this lead to 8 here, and they got a lot to smile about themselves right now.
Absolutely. They got to keep it up on the defensive end. That's where they're really putting their imprint on this one. Nice feed under the basket, but unable to finish. Oh, Riley Korkos unable to finish that one. Nice feed. Oh, what a feed from Logan Gooding, finding Bradley Willman on his way to the basket. Well, come on, he didn't know, he just blew the whistle. I hate it when... Never mind, I'm not even gonna say it. Not even gonna talk about it. Findlay basketball. They trail by 10. It's 20-10. Deshaun Russell leading the way with 10 points here tonight. He led the Tornadoes last night with 12 points against the Redmen. Tornadoes fell short on that one. Nice little spin move, turn around. Blade went, got that one to go. And the Tornadoes turn it over there with a traveling violation. This will be our final broadcast of 2024. We'll take a little break and we'll come back after the start of the year with the rest of our basketball schedule. A nice shot there from Blade Went. And timeout called by Tiffin Columbian. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Gives me a little bit of time to tell you about our friends at Linda S. Ritzler Accounting. It's that time of year, folks. I know you're starting to think about taxes. I know you are. I know it. Everybody thinks about taxes right now, right, Greg?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are like, give me them W-2s after the first of the year, but you need to trust your finances to the experts, folks. Trust your finances to the experts at Linda S. Ritzler Accounting. From personal taxes to business bookkeeping, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting provides reliable, professional service tailored to your needs. For accounting you can count on, choose Linda S. Ritzler Accounting.
Accounting you can count on. I like that.
I mean, that's
pretty clever.
That was about as clever as my brain can work. Once again, don't forget about our fan of the game, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. We got a lot of fans over there in the student section showing out tonight. Is it ugly Christmas sweater night or is it just PJ night? Greg, what do we got going on here? What do you think? It looks like Christmas PJs night.
It does, because it definitely looks like there's lots of PJs going on.
Yeah.
Instead of just Christmas sweaters.
For sure.
But then again, it's that time of year where you just kind of want to leave the house in your PJs.
We'll have to ask Austin. She's usually really good about knowing what's going on with these student section fashion statements. As Blade Went making a statement here. He's got 9 points now for the Trojans. And Findlay just trailing by just 3 points here. 4:39 left to play in the first half. 7-point run for the Trojans.
Just like that.
Gooden gives it off to Shawberry. Owen Hickey on the left wing. Now Willman with it in the paint, backing him down, puts it up off the glass, no. And the rebound grabbed by Cooper McKenna. That's a name, Greggy. That's a name that just kind of rolls off the tongue.
Cooper McKenna, is that what you said?
Cooper McKenna.
Cooper McKenna. I feel like he should be a mechanic. With that last name, I mean, how can you not?
And the feed down low intended for Beck Garmong. It's off the mark, goes out of bounds. Tornado basketball with 3:44 left to play in the first half. They lead by 3. Five on the floor for Tiffin Columbian. Number 4, Logan Gooding. Number 3, Mitch Steffi. Number 50, Bradley Willman. Number 1, Zach Shawberry. And number 0, Owen Hickey. Shawberry, nice little turnaround. Got the finger roll to go. Oh, baby hook look.
Baby hook look.
McKenna's pass ends up in the student section. And they're making it known that there's a lot of students over there that are going for that Fan of the Game award here tonight.
Yeah, like you said, Nate, they were kind of giving us the old eyeballs before the game even started.
Oh, yeah.
Making sure we got the cameras and we're pointing at them.
They were all yelling over here like, hey, hey, look at me.
I love that STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic is the sponsor for that, because that's where you go to get all your fan gear at.
That's right. And Shawberry, 4 straight points here, put the Tornadoes back up by 7.
It's a nice little run to cool things off there.
Feed under the basket for Garmong. Kicks it out for Wendt. Wendt, pull up from mid-range, off the rim, no. Shawberry grabs the ball. Tosses it down to Owen Hickey. Left wing, drives the baseline, and he is fouled on his way to the basket. We'll get Carter Imke on the shot, on the foul. No shot. So it'll be an inbound under the basket. Logan Gooding looking to inbound. Ooh. I don't know what happened there. It looked like he ran into his own guy. But the foul goes against Tiffin Columbian, turns the ball over to the Trojans. Deshaun Russell checking in for Owen Hickey. There you have your starting 5 back on the floor for Tiffin Columbian. Three-point shot on the way. It's off the mark. Oh, Flowers grabs the rebound. And that one's stolen away by Mitch Steffi. Shawberry to Russell, down low for Willman. That one poked away, out of bounds, and off of Willman. So it'll go back to the Trojans. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Findlay trailing 24-17. Beck Garmong with it. Trying to split the defense.
Another unique name. That's one that's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
So I just let you take control of that, Nate. You got that one.
I hope I'm saying it right. Steffi, 3/4 court pass there. And that one goes out of bounds off of the Trojans. They were trying to feed Logan Gooding for a corner 3 there, but the pass was poked away. Nice inbound play there, but Shawberry unable to finish. Trojans with it. Trying to work it around the perimeter here.
Trying to cut into that deficit before halftime here.
1:10 left to play here in the first half. Imke gives it off to Garmong. Now they whip it around, Went for 3, off the rim, no. Boy, Greg, right after he shot that, he just took off to play defense like he thought it was going in. And the rebound pretty much went right where he was.
I was going to say there, he thought it was going in or he knew it wasn't.
Well, if he knew it wasn't, at least try for the rebound. But yeah, you're right. I think he knew it was going in.
Oh, man.
48 seconds left here in the first half. Tornadoes with the possession. Deshaun Russell, top of the key. Drives it to the paint. I think that was a pass to Willman. We'll call it a pass. Gooding gives it off to Russell, but he wasn't ready for it. And that one goes out of bounds. Beck Garmon brings it into the forecourt for the Findlay Trojans. 10 seconds left here in the first half. Trojans trying to find a shot here. Imke pulls up from the elbow. Floater, no good. Gooding puts up the half-court shot. It's no good.
Oh, wow.
And that is the end of the first half. Your score, Tiffin Columbian 24, Findlay 17. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the halftime show, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope and Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeandfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt-Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
It'll be Tiffin Columbian ball to start the third period of action.
All right, welcome back for the halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. That marching band, Greg.
They were jamming
They
over there,
kept me grooving through that whole halftime period.
But we got to take a look here, Nate, as Austin's doing a nice slow pan for us. We got to keep our eyes out for who's going to be the fan of the game. Look at all those, all those outfits over there tonight.
I tell you what, folks, if anybody's out there watching, if you got to vote, let me know who you think should get the fan of the game. Chime in the comment section. But as of right now, something about that kid with the wrapped helmet.
I just now saw it.
It's like a helmet wrapped with Christmas paper. I don't know. That's a look. I'll just say that. That's a look.
That's good stuff.
And there's our player of the game from Tuesday night. Is that three-point shot from Deshaun Russell? Nothing but net. Tornadoes up by 10. It's 27-17.
It's a way to start the second half with.
Absolutely.
Let's take another look at that one here. Right off the side, bang. Like you said, Nate, nothing but net.
Nothing but net and snowflakes. Three-point shot is in. Riley Korkos with the three, his first points of the game. Trojans needed that, Greg. They can't afford to let this thing get too far away. They want to keep this a close game. Shawberry tries to feed Willman there.
I was going to say, I better show the replay of that one, too. Turnabout's fair play here. Oh, I love a three-point shot no matter where it's coming from.
That's right. And Columbian basketball looking to inbound here. Logan Gooding over on the right wing. Gives it off to Bradley Willman at the top of the key. Now Russell spots up from three once again. This time, no good. That Garmong had that one stripped away. Deshaun Russell driving. Put it up off the glass. No. Shawberry with the rebound. Putback is good. And he draws the foul. Zach Shawberry says, let me clean that up for you.
Says, let me get them points. How many points you want, Zach? All of them. Give me all of them points.
How many points are enough? More.
All of them.
That'll be 8 points here for Shawberry tonight. We're looking for number 9. Number 9. Tickles the twine. 10-point lead for the Tornadoes, 30-20. Cooper McKenna. Now three-point shot from Bronson Drew. That's his first points of the ball game. Here's one of our player spotlights brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. Talk about the keys to the game brought to you by ENR Precision Lighting. As Mitch Steffi drives that one to the paint, puts it up off the glass and puts it in. For Tiffin Columbian, control the pace of the game. Dictate the tempo. I think that's going to be key for them, both ends of the floor. Don't let them get into fast transition points. And then also, when you get into your half-court sets, make sure you find a good shot. Dictate the tempo. And here is Gooding taking the pass in the front court from Mitch Steffi. And the Tornadoes take a 11-point lead. It's 34-23. But we'll stick with those keys to the game brought to you by ENR Precision Lighting. For Findlay, limit your mistakes. You got to control the offensive rebounds, especially tonight against the big presence of Bradley Willman down low and Zach Shawberry. But I think with this Findlay team, they have got to limit their mistakes. Control the offensive boards. Limit your mistakes on the offensive end of the floor. I think that's your keys to the game brought to you by Trim Light E&R Precision Lighting. This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Gives me time to thank all of our sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
I made a mistake, Nate. I see a name that I left on the list there that you didn't read off. So I'll tell you what, that's just an early Christmas gift for them.
We're all in the giving mood.
Giving spirit.
Giving spirit, that's it, yep. Tornadoes lead by 11 coming out of the timeout. Brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Trojans with the possession. Cooper McKenna working on Shawberry, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Willman grabs the rebound. Gooding looking to push, spin move into the paint, kicks it out to Russell. Russell pulls up for mid-range, no. And the rebound gonna be jostled around, and we got a foul on the loose ball. As that one's going on Mitch Steffi. Don't forget to go over to our Instagram page, vote on our fan poll. It's a pretty lopsided fan poll right now, so if you're a Findlay fan, you're watching this game, you don't want to see the results of that poll if we post it right now. So if you're a Findlay fan, head on over to our Instagram page and just vote for your team, that's all.
Get over there and show your support.
That's right. It's not who you think's going to win. It's just who are you rooting for. That's it. So head on over to our Instagram page, heartofohiosports.com. Vote on our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. That shot at the basket is no good by Miles Bailey. And a travel will turn the ball over to the Trojans.
Getting started early on that holiday travel.
I guess so.
You gotta wait there, young man.
McKenna pulls up from three. That one off the rim, no good. And Mitch Steffi, his shot no good at the basket. But he draws the foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. We did find out the theme for tonight's game is just Christmas. So I'd say whoever is the most Christmassy in the fan section, and that's going to be hard to kind of pick out there.
And I tell you, I've already kind of noted this to you, Nate, but this we're not going to count it because I know that they are fans, but the band, the drummers with the lights on the drums, I love it so much.
That is so cool. Such a cool look.
But that's almost cheating. Don't want to give it to them. But yeah, it's so awesome. I love the way it looks.
I mean, they pretty much are the best fans in here all the time.
You know me, I'm a sucker for lights. You put lights on anything, you win my vote.
You and Chelsea both. Not saying I don't like lights. I love me some Christmas lights.
Oh, Christmas lights, summertime lights,
trim lights,
springtime lights. I'm sure I'll be salivating over those when we get them installed.
I was told they're not allowed to be moving lights since they're downtown, but we'll see about that.
They're not moving lights. They're permanent
They're
lights.
going to stay right where they are. I'm not moving them anywhere.
Permanent lighting. It's in the name.
That's right. Tornadoes lead 35-23. Nice feed down low for Jed Scott, but he unable to finish. Deshaun Russell puts it up. It's no good, but he draws the contact, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Russell hit a 3 to start things out here in the second half. And he's now got 14 points here tonight. Leading the way for both teams. 3:49 left to play here in the third quarter. And he got both of them to go. He'll check out, and Mitch Steffi checks in. Folks, don't forget to stick around after the game for the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll have our defensive player of the game presented by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Turnover goes out of bounds. Columbian with the basketball. 37-23 is your score. Tornadoes look to push. Nolan Miller, left corner three, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Findlay. Miller, the freshman, into the game for the first time here tonight. Comes in. Just 3 points scored on the season so far, but he's a key contributor for the freshman and JV teams. Kid to keep an eye on over the next few years here with Tiffin Columbian. Got a bright future. Logan Gooding.
They do a great job of developing this young talent as they come up through the years here in this basketball squads.
Giving them the opportunities to make an impact early in their career. It gives them the experience that they can draw from later in their career. And no foul on that one. I'm just gonna let him play here. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebound grab by Miller. Gives it off to Steffi, now back to Miller for three. Off the rim, no. Shawberry grabs it, goes up, puts it in. Zach Shawberry looking like a pogo stick on that one. Went straight up with it. Gives the Tornadoes a 16-point lead. Stolen away by Owen Hickey.
Oh, what a pass. And what another pass.
To Miller. Cross court. Shawberry drives baseline.
Oh.
Gives it off to Gooding.
Oh.
Blocked from behind.
That was a nice block from behind there.
Kieran Flowers.
That was a heads-up play.
Says, give me my flowers.
They were moving that ball around so quickly, and he was right on top of that one.
Well, they got your head spinning with how fast that ball's moving tonight.
Let's take a look at this. Look at this. Moving the ball around, passes it off, he comes over from behind, he says, no, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
Always has his eye on the ball.
.145 left here in the third quarter. Columbian holding on to a 16-point lead and the possession. Owen Hickey drives the baseline, kicks it out to Deshaun Russell. Russell gives it back to Steffi. Now Logan Gooding with it. Hickey pulls up from three, no. Foul off the ball. Looks like it's gonna go on Tiffin Columbian. Mitch Steffi called for the foul, that's his third. And the second team foul against Tiffin Columbian here in the third period. Cooper McCanna with it, working on Brad Willman. Bronson Drew. Left wing. Carter Imke with it. Trojans having a hard time finding an open shot. Turnover. Hickey. Put it up and in. Owen Hickey with his first points of the game. Nice feed from Nolan Miller. Tornadoes on a run here. Right corner three from Drew, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Deshaun Russell. Down to 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tornadoes look to hold this one for the final shot. Gooden gives it to Willman. Now Russell from three, off the mark, no. Hickey saves it to Willman. Willman puts it up, no. And that's the end of the third quarter. Your score 41-23, Tiffin Columbian on top. We'll take a step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. And we're back here at Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. We start the fourth quarter with the Tornadoes leading the Trojans 41-23. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here tonight. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Once again, folks, don't forget, head on over to our Instagram page. Vote for the fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. As currently, it's a little lopsided, so Findlay fans, if you're watching, cast your vote on our Instagram page. And vote for your Trojans. Findlay with the possession. Bronson Drew, his shot no good. And Shawberry grabs the loose ball.
This game's a lot like that Thursday night contest over at Calvert, and this thing's gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Time's just zooming by here. Of course, I think that game was almost done in about an hour flat almost. That was a super quick game on Thursday night.
Gooding with it. Gives it off to Hickey in the forecourt. Hickey pulls up from the free throw line and knocks that one down. That one was wet. 43-23. Tornadoes on top by 20.
So wet it made it snow.
I heard it making it rain, but.
Oh no, something happened to my camera. Got all bumped around.
Oh no.
Give
I
me a
don't know
minute.
how.
I'll fix, somebody probably came flying down the stairs or something. I'll get her fixed up.
And a three-pointer is good. Beck Garmong knocks it down. That's what the Trojans needed sorely. Out of bounds, last touch by Tiffin Columbian.
I seriously don't know how we're going to pick somebody to be the fan of the game tonight. It's going to be so hard right now, man. There's a lot of, it's just a lot of Christmas outfits over there.
Uh-huh. Three-point shot off the mark. Willman grabs the loose ball. Shawberry, Gooding, gives up Willman. Bradley Willman with the finish at the basket. Nice feed from Logan Gooding. Tornadoes lead by 19, 45-26. Nice pull-up from the elbow, but unable to finish is Beck Garmong. Yeah, I was going to say, Greg, we do have our player of the game from Tuesday night, Marissa Allen over there, wearing the Christmas gear with the light-up headset. See the light-up Christmas lights over there? That's our player of the game from Tuesday night. Would it be fair to give her also the fan of the game? I don't know. I don't know.
If we're going by hat, my favorite hat is the girl in the front row. She has like a sparkly, almost like elf hat. It just sparkles a lot more than anything else over there.
Okay.
Although I do have to say that the gift-wrapped helmet is probably the favorite hat of everything. But I just wish he had more Christmassy outfit on. Like, that's all he's got going on.
Red and green, Greg.
Come on now.
Red and green. He at least color coordinated, you know.
That is the most Greg Kinn amount of effort I've ever seen.
Hey, I don't know if Greg Kinn would be wrapping his helmet with wrapping paper. You'd just be putting lights all over it.
What are you talking about? I don't wear a helmet.
That's right.
Well, now.
Turnaround jumper.
Oh,
Look at Owen Hickey. Jumper is moist here in the fourth quarter for Owen Hickey. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who just went, ew, don't say that word.
Stop, put that one in there, no problem. Oh.
Goes out of bounds, and it stays with Findlay.
You know what I think, Nate? I think they're all just vying for that coveted player of the game, the winged cardinal belt. I think they want a picture with it, and then they want it framed as a Christmas gift.
I think so, too.
I think that's what I'd want.
I would just want to be able to hold the winged cardinal and know that I wasn't just carrying it into the gym. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. Look at them. Look at them. They want the replay over there. They want the replay of that one, Greggy.
A replay. Oh, the doink in the head. Let's take a look here. You want to pass it over? Pass it right back. Doink right off the head.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Gooding. Unable to get it to go. Hey, I'm sorry, folks. That was instigated by the student section.
I'm not sorry. It's hilarious. Listen, if I get hit in the head with a basketball, you can laugh at me too. I don't care.
That's right.
It's hilarious.
We laughed at you when you got hit by a deer. I mean, after we found out you were okay,
We
of
sure
course.
did.
You know, after everything settled out, then we can joke, you know. Oh, not to start the buses chant, Greggy.
No.
No.
I mean, it is cold outside,
It
though.
is. And those glow plugs need a little bit of time to warm up, don't they? Well, what a nice drive to the basket by Jed Scott. He has been contributing on both ends of the floor off the bench, coming in hot. 9 points tonight for Scott. Looking for number 10 right here.
It's been a pretty competitive game. It just reminds me a lot of when we were here on Tuesday for the girls matchup, where the shots just aren't falling for the opposing team.
They must be putting lids on these baskets.
Yeah, I don't know. Check them for some grease or something. See if they got something slippery up there.
Russell drives it, puts it up, puts it in. Deshaun Russell. 17 points here tonight for the junior, leading the way for the Tornadoes. Leading all scorers. Drive to the basket from Impey is no good.
If you need to know anything about this kid, just know that my first meeting with him in youth football was him saying, "I'm sure you probably heard of me."
The legend of Deshaun Russell in Tiffin youth football.
Oh, he was so confident that I had heard his name.
No, he was the kid that
But you know
they
it
all
now.
told me about. Yeah, when I first took over as coach of the Eagles, you got something special with this kid right here. This Deshaun Russell, watch him. He's going to be something else. Of course, they all joked about how he had a 70-yard touchdown run in JV, but he fumbled the ball right before he crossed the goal line.
No, not that classic. He was doing it all the way back then.
Very athletic. And a couple of Eagles out on the floor here. Nolan Miller, Deshaun Russell.
I don't talk about it too much. Tommy hates it when we talk about our youth football.
I know he hates it. He just hates it because he didn't get the chance to live it with us.
Oh, and if he could have, he'd been
He
right
would
there.
have. If he would have still been living in Tiffin,
Yep.
he'd have been there every day.
Like another one to go in there.
And Trojans get that one to go.
I'll tell you what, this last few minutes of this game seems like the clock itself just slowed down.
Yeah.
Which is good for the Trojans. So, give us some more time here. Nice.
That shot is good
Making
at the
most of it.
basket.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to break out my full roster here to find out who number 13 is. But I'm imagining that it's Tegan Heller, but I can't be for sure on that. Because a lot of times, Greg, what they do is, the junior varsity numbers aren't the same as the freshman numbers. So, and the varsity numbers aren't the same as either one of them. So these kids, he might be listed as 13 on the roster as Tegan Heller for the freshman team, but I bet that's probably not him.
I was gonna say, that's something that you run into with high school teams, when you don't got your big college money and NIL deals to buy yourself every, 50 versions of each jersey number.
That's right.
You just gotta make do with what you got on the night that you got it.
This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Folks, I know you hear me rattle off that sponsor list 3-4 times a game, but this is the time of year when you really need to be thinking about those sponsors, because if you like watching Heart of Ohio sports, just know that, touchdown pass is off the mark.
I won't replay that one, just I'll save you that one.
But no,
So
this is
close.
that time of year when you need to be thinking about how you're spending your holiday bucks.
Oh, for sure. And a lot of places offer gift cards, even if it's something that you might not be shopping for right this moment. It still makes a great gift. All of these places make great gifts. Matter of fact, Nate, I was in the studio working today, and I seen that Chelsea had a customer come in buying a gift card, I believe, for some class.
Yep.
And she told us right off the bat, she said, "I've heard about you guys from watching the broadcast."
That's right.
She's like, so if you want to know if your advertising works, it works.
That's right. And I'm telling you, folks, the art lessons by Chelsea Mullins, that's a great Christmas present to give. If you have a young artist in your family, you're trying to encourage them to pursue the arts, that's a great Christmas present to give.
Yeah, somebody give it to me. I could use it.
Three-point shot. And look at this, Greg. It's a 10-point game with 1:23 left.
Yeah.
Trojans on a 10-0 run here.
They've just been battling here.
Turnover by the Tornadoes into the forecourt. Put it up, put it in. Miles Bailey. Timeout, Findlay.
Take another look at that three, just so crisp. Boom. Drops it right in there. And like you said, Nate brought them to within 10.
While we were talking, the Trojans went on a 12-0 run.
Yeah.
This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Let me tell you about our friends at WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse. They've been your trusted local florist in Tiffin since 1847. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, WAGNER's helps you say it beautifully. Whether it's celebrating victories or supporting the ones you love, visit their beautiful flower shop on Greenfield Street or order online at WagnerFlowers.com with convenient pickup and delivery options. WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. Once again, our defensive player of the game sponsor. Stick around in the post-game show. We'll have that for you right after this broadcast.
It's definitely one of those places you want to go out and frequent because it's one of those local businesses that you may not think of all the time, but when you do need flowers, you do need them for an occasion, you're going to be glad they're still there.
I'll tell you what, that gift shop, there's so much to offer in there. As Russell unable to finish on the offensive end.
Ooh.
And that pull-up shot is no good. Tornadoes grab the rebound. And it looks like a timeout, full timeout called by Tiffin Columbian. 51.3 seconds left in the ball game. They lead by 8. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. Gives me a little bit of time. Tell you about our friends at E&R Precision Lighting. Brighten every celebration with Trim Light by E&R Precision Lighting. This permanent programmable LED lighting system lets you showcase stunning holiday or event lighting all year round. It's energy efficient and built to last for decades with minimal maintenance. Plus, comes with a lifetime product warranty, folks. Say goodbye to hanging temporary lights. E&R Precision Lighting has you covered with Trim Light. Let's go ahead and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this to you right here on Heart of Ohio
Maybe
Sports.
if we can, it's loud in here, Nate.
I'd like to thank your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, the Advertiser Tribune, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And Gooding, double teamed, calls the timeout. 4 seconds off the clock before this timeout. Once again, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. All right, here it is. Here it is, guys. Fan of the game. Who we got? Austin, if you don't mind. I don't know.
I love this kid's sweater.
The one in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of those sweaters are really, really sweet. Oh, it's so hard to pick. Man, this is going to be a hard one, for real.
It really is, because they've all been cheering, too, like, loud. You can hear them every time there's a possession. When Findlay comes down to this end of the floor, they're giving them all. They're giving them the business.
I'm just going to tell you this right now. Just from my personal favorite, the kid that's got the football sweater on.
The football sweater?
I just realized it was a football
Santa playing football. All right,
yeah.
Yep, he's got my vote.
I just realized what the sweater was.
What do you think, Austin? All right, there's your fan of the game, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc.
So yeah, after this here, we'll take another zoom in on him here.
Once again, there's your fan of the game.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is a sweet Christmas sweater.
Santa Claus.
I wish he was on right now. He'd be flexing. Flex for us.
Oh, if he knew, he would. Trust me.
This is North Pole on the Santa Claus jersey. It's hilarious.
That's awesome.
I tell you, he would have been the definite straight-out winner, no problem, if he'd have switched helmets and hats to do like it.
Right? Unanimous. Foul on the floor. That one's going to go on Riley Korkos. That'll be the 5th foul against the Trojans. That sends the Tornadoes to the line for 2 shots. And Deshaun Russell with his 18th point of the ball game. Wow.
Got more points than he's had birthdays.
And he got them both. Perfect from the free throw line tonight for Deshaun Russell. Three-pointer off the mark. The Tornadoes have possession. Full court pass to Russell.
Keep away now.
And Trojans with the steal.
Nice.
Into the forecourt. Korkos gets that one to go. 5 seconds left. Shawberry to Russell. And that's the end of the ball game. Your final score, Tiffin Columbian 51, Findlay 43. We're gonna step aside, take a timeout, folks. We'll be back with the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Welcome back to Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Final score, Tiffin Columbian 51, Findlay 43. Tornadoes move to 3-4 on the season. Findlay falls to 1-6. Thanks for tuning in here with us on the postgame show, brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here tonight. Austin Rodriguez on the main cam. Greg, this one was pretty much out of hand up until about the last 2 minutes, and then the Trojans kind of went on a little run to make it close.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they were competitive throughout the whole game, but there at the end, it was when they really started getting the shots to fall, and they started to like just close in on that lead, and it's like, hey man, you guys, I thought we were done with this game already. What are you guys doing staying in this one? But
Trojans never were able to get it to where it was like within 5. It was always about a 7-point lead or, a 9-point lead for Columbian, and then they'd start making a little run. And then they get back up and they get a big lead again. So it felt like this just wasn't one of those. It wasn't a good night for Findlay tonight. Like we said, there must be something about these rims for visiting opponents, because they're just not friendly here at Tornado Alley for anybody but the Tornadoes. But once again, final score 51-43. Thanks for tuning in here on the postgame show, brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Now we got to talk about our players of the game. First, we'll start with the defensive player of the game. Of course, that's brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. I was just over there on Thursday getting some shots for our new commercial we're making for them. And I'm telling you what, folks, their poinsettias they have, absolutely beautiful. If you're looking for poinsettias right now, I know everybody's looking for those church setups. Everybody wants the beautiful poinsettias. I'm telling you, you've got to go check them out, because they have the most beautiful poinsettias you can find in this area right now. So head on over to Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse for all of your holiday flower needs. But once again, our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. I have to give it to Zach Shawberry. Tonight, outstanding effort. 11 points, a little bit under his season average. He averages about 17 points a game. But the rebounding, the blocks, the steals, that's where he really contributed. I think a lot of times with players like that, when their shot isn't falling early, they know they got to find other ways to impact the game. And that's exactly what you saw here tonight with Zach Shawberry. He takes home our Defensive Player of the Game award, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Nate. You can't have a guy with 11 points and that's under his average, and then a guy with 19 points if you're not playing great defense and getting those rebounds and giving your team a chance to make those shots.
Absolutely. We don't have an announcer camera tonight, so we won't be doing a Player of the Game interview, but our Player of the Game, folks, we still need a sponsor for our Player of the Game. So if you're out there, you're a sponsor, you're thinking, okay, how do I get on board with you guys? Send us a message on Facebook or email hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com, or you can send me a text message, 567-207-5041. Once again, we need a Player of the Game sponsor. So in order for us to be able to bring that to you in the full capacity that we want to, we need to be able to sponsor that segment. So, but nevertheless, we still have a Player of the Game, and that's brought to you by us here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Tonight, our Player of the Game goes to Deshaun Russell. We'll get a picture of him with the belt, the winged cardinal. We'll post that online with all of our players of the game so far this season. But once again, big-time performance tonight by Deshaun Russell. 19 points, leading the way for Tiffin Columbian. Back-to-back nights where he's led the team in scoring, Greg.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Last night led the way for the Tornadoes with 12 points in the loss against Bellevue. Here tonight, chipping in 19 points in a big-time win in front of the home crowd. But Deshaun Russell takes home our Player of the Game award, and a great performance by the entire team here tonight. But once again, our Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, goes to Zach Shawberry, and our Player of the Game, Deshaun Russell. Greggy, I think that's pretty much going to do it for us here tonight. Any final thoughts? We still got to do the fan poll.
I was going to say,
that's
we got
right.
to take a look at that.
We got to look at our fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments.
Let's take a look here.
Oh, look at that. A little final.
A little 50-50
Must have been
split.
a Findlay fan out there that said, hey, wait a second. A couple of them, actually, because there was a few votes for the fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. But there you go. There's the fan poll, folks.
It's almost what you'd expect from, two teams just down 224. And, you'd think there's probably going to be about a 50-50 split in the fans watching the game. So That's what I expected.
That's up. That's absolutely right. I mean, it's a close proximity for both these teams. About a half-hour drive to get here for Findlay. But
I will say it's interesting, Nate. We noted this on Thursday. I said, I don't think we've covered a Findlay game.
This was the first Findlay game we've ever covered. Basketball, baseball, football, anything. Yeah. So.
Well, now they're going to be introduced to the world of Heart of Ohio sports. You guys check us out. Like and subscribe over there in Findlay.
That's absolutely right, Greg. Great point. Once again, final score, Tiffin Columbian 51, Findlay 43. Make sure you share the broadcast with all your friends if you've made it this far. Like, follow, subscribe to us on all of our social media platforms. But that's going to do it for us here in the 2024 broadcast season.
Oh, my goodness. You just threw me off so bad. I was like, wait, what now? And I was like, oh, no, this is the end of the year.
End of the year.
End of the year.
That's right, folks.
Where's that suspenseful music at?
Where's it at?
Oh, I was looking for more like that. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know if we even have that one on here.
Oh, yeah, we got that one. Hang on. Here we go.
Wait. No! The end of the year!
It's the end of the year.
Oh, no.
But once again, folks, we'll be back at it next year with more high school basketball as our next matchup comes to you live from Seneca East Tigers Gymnasium. We're coming to you from the jungle in Attica as we'll bring you the Seneca East versus Mohawk game right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. That's our next broadcast. It's 2 weeks from tonight.
Man, you think that
a little 2-week break?
You think that the blood has even settled over there from football season yet?
I don't know.
The Mohawk and Seneca East
I don't know.
Whew, buddy.
I don't know, but the referees better stay out of the way. All right, folks, once again, that's going to do it for us here tonight. I want to thank Austin Rodriguez and Greg Kinn for all their help throughout the broadcast season here so far. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be back at it once again next year with more high school basketball. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports right here. I'm looking at Austin. Nope, we're good. We're good.
We're good. Yep.
All right. That's going to do it for Greg Kinn and Austin Rodriguez. I'm Nate Mullins signing off from Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Once again, your final score, Tiffin Columbian 51, Findlay 43. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports.